What's up, everybody? Today we're going to find the distance between 2 points using the distance formula. Now, I know the distance formula can look big and scary and ugly. However, we are going to make this as simple as we can possibly make it. Now, the first thing that you will notice with the distance formula is we have got multiple x values and multiple y values. So the x2 and the x1, the y2 and the y1. Okay, all this means is I'm just going to label each of the x's and each of the y's within the points that I'm using. So for example number 1, I'm going to find the distance between the point 2, 7 and the point negative 8, 2. So I'm going to go ahead and label x1, y1, x2, and y2. Plug it into the formula. I've got d for distance equals, and then a really big square root symbol here, x2 minus x1 squared. So I've got negative 8 minus 2 squared plus y2 minus y1 is 2 minus 7 squared. Now I'm going to want to do the inside of these first. So let's think about what negative 8 minus 2 is. I think that's negative 10. Negative 10 squared plus 2 minus 7 is negative 5, negative 5 squared. I'll move this down a little bit here. Now, we know when we square something, squaring things just makes everything positive. So even though these are both negative, they're going to flip. 10 squared is 100 plus 25 is the square root of 125. Now, there's probably multiple ways you may be asked to write your answer. You may be asked for a radical answer. You may also be asked for a decimal answer. Decimal is going to be a little bit easier. All you're going to do is you're going to need to take your calculator and you're going to plug in the square root of 125. Okay, so my distance in decimal form is about 11.18. In radical form, what we need to do is we need to take 125 and we need to simplify it. So 125 has a perfect square that goes in. I believe it's 25 times 5. So the radical version of my answer, d for distance, is 5 square root of 5. Okay. If you don't like all of that labeling and plugging in, I want to show you one other way that you can do this. The one other way that you can tackle distance formula questions is by looking at the distance between the points. So when we do that x2 minus x1, what we're looking at is how far apart our x values are. So if I look at my x values, negative 1 and 1 are 2 units apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the distance formula and I'm going to put 2 squared. 5 and 11 are 6 units apart, plus 6 squared. Now I don't have to mess around with all of that simplifying. So I've got 4 plus 36. My distance is the square root of 40. Let's do the same thing we did before. I'm going to do a radical answer and a decimal answer. So square root of 40 first. Let's see what that is in the calculator. It's about 6.32. And for the radical version, let's break down 40. 40 is 4 times 10. So 2 root 10.